I did the Stamets Protocol for 9 weeks. It came in 3 sections. I had to decide, then I had to integrate, and then last but not least, I had to dedicate myself to the protocol. Here is everything that I learned, everything that I do differently, as well as my process through this whole experience. You do not need substances to accrue power, but they can help if you use them properly and adequately. Always use a reagent kit on your substances. Go follow Psych Substance for more info. But there's plenty of beautiful psilocybin plants. There's actually 200 of them. I would have never guessed there was such a wide variety of psilocybin-containing species throughout the world. Different ones grow in different regions, and they will and always have been consumed for a variety of purposes, and they come in many doses. So a microdose typically is 0.1 to 0.2 grams or less, and the typical dose is between 1 and 2 grams, whereas a heroic dose is 5 grams. So then I had to learn a little bit about what that protocol actually entailed. It is a pretty simple protocol, and I'll go on and describe it right here. There are 2 types of microdosing protocols. The first is 1 day on, 2 days off, 1 day on, recycle that for a while. The other is the Stamets Protocol, which is 4 days on, then 3 days off, then 4 days on, then 3 days off, and recycle that through. And I decided to go with this one, which involves 3 separate ingredients: niacin, lion's mane, and magic mushroom. So niacin, what is it? It is vitamin B3, and so it has some positive effects that can help boost brain power. It can help regulate your HDL and LDL. It also has cholesterol benefits, and it pushes your blood flow to your capillaries, which is beneficial when you are taking substances that boost your brain power. We'll order ourselves a bit of niacin. I started with 100 milligrams, and we are off to the lion's mane. So lion's mane, look at this beautiful lion's mane. Not my content here. Shout out. And there have been plenty of modern studies that have occurred here with lion's mane. They supposedly show that lion's mane helps regenerate neurons. It helps people with Alzheimer's, it helps people with dementia, and it helps them reverse their symptoms. Supposedly it targets the frontal cortex, which can be damaged throughout your life through a variety of ways. And shout out Grimhood, who explained that this should be taken every day, 5 grams a day after a 28 to 30 gram a day cycle for a few months. Let's order it up. Bulk supplements. And we are on to the last option, magic mushrooms. Let's Google how to find them. Well,
people tend to be happier, and they're happier, they're more creative, and when they're more creative, they're happier.
Thank you, Paul Stamets. Let's find ourselves some candy. So here we go. Nice try, FBI. How do we buy them? Well, it's not legal. So, maybe we can grow them. Well, it does take a little bit of time to grow them, but you can grow your own in about 4 to 6 weeks. I was not able to do this myself, but you can learn pretty simply how. As you can see, it's a lot of information, and I didn't have the patience. So I borrowed some content from other people, and we can just hang out and watch them grow. Poof, they've arrived. And so we would simply grind them up and put them into little capsules. Can't forget the lion's mane. Shout out Grimhood. Weigh that out a little bit, count out our capsules, and we are on our merry little way. So it was a bit of a process here. Wear gloves because your fingers will get sticky otherwise, and make sure you get every last drop, because why not? And so then it's on to the filling. I recommend getting a press for this. It will save you a tremendous amount of time, as well as improve the accuracy in your dosing. But I did not have that at the moment, so I was able to just pack them up myself. And it was a really fun meditative experience to do this kind of stuff. And this is what it looked like after the fact. Part 1, the decision. Well, the decision to do it was pretty simple. I had to figure out what I wanted to gain from it before I even started doing the protocol, and then I had to figure out how to actually do the protocol. So what I wanted to gain from it was build a better sense of discipline, be able to add value in all the things that I did every day, as well as just to channel a little bit more creativity and a little more excitement about what there is in this life. Can't forget 5 grams of lion's mane in addition to it, so pack it up, add some water to it, heat it up, and we're off. It was the first time taking it, so you never really know what's going to happen, although I did dose him small so that I would be able to build up to the dose that I wanted to, rather than starting too much and having to migrate down. So none of this stuff actually did happen, although it is fun to trip about it. Alright, what's up everybody? It has been about 45 minutes since I took my microdose, and as you can see, I'm a little flushed. So I knew I wanted to integrate 6 things into my life. Well, technically 7. I wanted to be able to walk. I wanted to meditate. I wanted to write. I wanted to read. I wanted to breathe. I wanted to go to the gym, and I wanted to go to the sauna and do that every single day. And it took me about 5 weeks to be able to add all those things into my life. But then what was important to me was figuring out the best time to actually do that. So that was part of phase 2, which was roughly week 5 to 6, where I figured out the best way for me to complete all those tasks. I've actually now added a headstand, which I think is another bonus to this protocol that causes the blood flow to go back to the skull, which I don't know if it benefits anything or not, but I seem to enjoy it. And so after a bit of trial and error, this was essentially my day. I write with both hands, once in the morning, once at night. I have a video about that. I meditate. That's usually about 12 minutes of meditation, and then I do a breathing exercise, and sorry for the mask. And then I'm off to the gym. And the gym's like 45 minutes, grab a 20-30 minute sauna session, and we take our dose after the sauna, and we go home and do a headstand. Here's a little failure, but my headstands are usually 5 to 7 minutes. I still use support. And then I sit and read for a little bit. Here's Ben Franklin. I'm going to have a video on his 13 virtues. And then about 2 hours later, we eat the same breakfast every single day. That was the integration stage. We're now on week 9. This will be the last week of the discipline stage, but I am still going to keep doing all these things through the end of the year is the goal. So you guys can hold me accountable for that. I'm going to keep some updated videos on the progress and process of all of that. But tomorrow will be day 22. So I guess it's been a little over 3 weeks. Some things that I learned and wish I did differently. I actually wish that I had started all these habits before I started the protocol so that I would be able to focus on the benefits and be able to see why they were all beneficial to me. I think I would have been able to see the gains from it a lot better. And the last thing, what I would like to tell you about what I learned. So the most important thing for me is that everything is beautiful. 50 Cent said it in one of his songs. I think it's in Many Men. But he talks about how you wouldn't enjoy the sun if there was no rain. You wouldn't enjoy the highs if there were no lows. So it's important to see the beauty in everything and be able to recognize that it is all a learning experience. You can only fail upwards. Everyone fails. You fail into success. Find your path, stick to it, and you will find it. Like I said, everything is beautiful. It is what you make of it. The sun is majestic. Grass growing is beautiful. Walk around, smile, be happy, even on the sad days. Your energy is felt by other people, and you are in charge of how you experience this world. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be awesome, it can be terrible. You can reach the highest peaks and the lowest valleys, and through all of it you can learn, and you can see the beauty, if only you pay close enough attention. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, write them down below, and check out my other videos as well. I'm going to have one on becoming ambidextrous, banishing the curse of left-handedness, as well as Ben Franklin's 13 virtues, and then some updates on this process. Day 10, day 22, day 33 will all be posted. So thank you, and follow along for more. Thank you for subscribing, like, comment, and share. Stay blessed.